What's up, gente? It's me, Jalisco-SAID-IT once again. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and bear with me. I'm really starting my channel, as you can see, but I'm right here trying to give my reaction, my opinion, my point of view on everything that's going on with the OG. Uh, they call themselves High Power Fitness, and I don't know if it's High Power Fitness or it's High Power Chisme. Why I say that? Well, because I was subscribed to his channel at one point, thinking that he was gonna come out with content about working out, push-ups, being healthy and stuff like that. But pretty much all he does is just mm, nothing about what the channel's name's about. Instead, he's everywhere trying to get views, and I get it. He has to get views because he got to get monetized. He's doing it kind of like a side job. Everybody's doing it, even myself. I'm here to tap in with the people, have a good time with the people, and have a great time doing lives and talk about my experiences in life itself. But you guys, the ones that know me, you guys know that I've always been like this. I I I mess around, I clown, I talk crap, but there's times when we have to get serious. At the same time, um, no one's perfect, but how can you call yourself high power fitness? Fitness, getting healthy, living healthy, working out and stuff like that. When you have 6, 7 videos of nothing but high power Chisme, you know what I mean? And yeah, he's an OG. Yeah, he's about his business. Yeah, like Gunner said, he established yards. Like the homie said, he's an OG from a well-known barrio, EMF. You know, those are facts. But um, everybody's pretty much. I don't know if they have a different definition or their dictionary got different definitions when they call somebody an OG or somebody uh, of a righteous person, because everything's backwards. OG don't carry himself like an OG. Solid, it, there's nothing solid about pretty much anyone that has been on this YouTube Garda thing. At the same time, um, I don't know. They wanna be the best, and it's cool. Everybody wants to thrive and make their channel bigger and be well known, and in the YouTube yandra, YouTube yada whatever the hell. But at the same time, all their words, loyalty, love. I do this for the raza. I don't know if my dictionary has a wrong definitions because everything's like backwards. Everything that I hear is backwards. It's nothing. How can I say it? It doesn't make sense due to the actions that they have, that they do, the way they carry themselves, you know. And little by little, I've seen everybody come up, and I've seen a lot of people come down at the same time. Starting off by Savage Studios, uh, R.I.P. To him. He was doing good on a lot of people that call themselves righteous, solid, active. At one point, they wanted to work with them. And they have forgotten about that. But that fool, Savage Studios, was doing good content. He had a beautiful family. Fame got to his head. Family problems got to his head. And he couldn't cope with life itself. We're so used to getting mad and working with our emotions and trying to put the other man down instead of just worrying about ourselves. And I'm pretty much doing this reaction because everything's backwards, man. Especially the ones that call themselves real, solid. The ones that's supposed to be on a level 10. Uh, Everything's like, damn, dude, like, really? And you want people to follow you? And you want people to support your channel when everything that you say, everything that you do is the opposite? And sometimes they try to put another channels down, but everybody started off with 0 subscribers, 0 views, but they have forgotten that. Um, they're not humble. They try to trick or play with people's money, and they put in that image of someone that they really are not. And on one of the lives, that I was doing with the homie Slugs. Shout out to the homie Breaking the Cycle by Slugs. Go hit the like, share, and subscribe. Go visit his channel. I come from over there. Uh, I was telling them that I've seen this thing on one of the social media pages. I don't know if it was IG, or it says like in the Philippines, before you join the army, if you want to join the army, or like if you want to be a cop, supposedly they get you drunk, to see who you really is in person, to see how you really think. They don't do it because they want to see you wasted. They want to see who are they gonna hire, who are they gonna bring into the force. Because a lot of people change. A lot of people are not who they say they are. And eventually, with time, and if you pay attention, you will see it. And yeah, this is my reaction to the homie High Power Fitness. I know he might come at me sideways. He might call me out of my name. He might say that I don't know that I wear a mask. I'm gonna come out this mask once the homie gets 10K, and I keep my promises. I don't care what anybody says, but how can you call yourself an OG and be all into freaking Chisme? Back to back to back, 7, 8 videos. Nothing about working out. Nothing about being healthy. Nothing about things that really matter. Everything's about this man. And my followers ask me this. And my subscriber asked me that. And everything that everybody got a point or an opinion about their little posse, it's hating. But everything they do and the way they do it, it's just giving their point of view, keeping it righteous. It means that they're not hating. But I've seen everybody, I'm, man, from Tony Sturridge room by the current prisoner, how he gave them the chance to platform themselves, expose themselves of who they were at one point. Because everybody started off right there, Sturridge room by the current prisoner. And everybody was a captain, a general, and everybody hated PCs, and everybody hated chomos, and everybody. And it came down that some of those people were worse than a PC. And I've always said it. A chomo, you could lock them up, or you could kill them. And there's no more chomo activities. With fucking snitches, with people that like to rat, people that like to stab people in the back, you can't do anything because they blend in with the fake mask. And it's crazy. But I want to thank everybody that subscribed to my channel. Uh, let's see how it goes. Please hit the like, subscribe, and share. And let's see what happens. And hopefully I get to do live with all you guys, play music, talk about life problems, struggles, and life itself. Try to find yourself. Try to find who you really is. Try to be the best version of yourself. And stop trying to be like the other man. Everybody wants the fame. And a lot of us that done time, we've seen it on the tier. Ain't nobody could have anything without having the next man hating. Yet, you have him right there by you. And you have to pretty much put in work for that man if he's getting jumped or whatnot. That was before. Anyhow, I hope you guys like my videos. I hope you like my spiel. And I'm not here hating. Even High Power Fitness came to say that Kelly Legend was a known channel that he didn't know. All of a sudden, he doesn't know who Kelly Legend is. And he's been in Gunners and Dub's lives. And eventually, yeah, he's an OG. At one point, he was, in a little bit of controversy with Marvelous. But little by little, he's seen who people were with time. But at first, yeah, he ran with the narrative of these guys are solid, these guys are this, these guys are level 10, these guys are being somewhere. Just like the felony Paisa channel or something like that. Give him props and all this and all that. And yeah, it surprises me because he's been to crazy places. He's on some real time. I don't know if he's doing it for the views, but I'm just gonna call it for what it is. I could see on a lot of people's that call themselves OGs by the way they carry themselves and just by the way they want to get the views by writing some other guys' you guys know what, or by you know what, that now that I see them and they call themselves righteous OGs, all I can see from those people are stretch marks around their lips. You know? Yes, I said it. Holly said it. And I'm going to stand on it. I'm going to call it for what it is. I'm not perfect myself. I done messed up in life. But for the same reason that I messed up in life, I try to make a change, because I don't want to keep on going that way. I don't have my mom. She passed away. I don't have my dad. He got killed. I'm pretty much on my own. And in order for me to move forward and be somebody different and have a different outcome in life, I have to live in reality. And I have to give people uh, the benefit of the doubt, just like they're giving me the benefit of the doubt. So, I don't know. I'll probably ruffle some feathers because those guys are, your favorite channels. But I'm going to call it for what it is. I'm not perfect, and I'm never going to be perfect. But I'm going to call it for what it is. Is it high power fitness or high power Chisme? And yeah, he might call me out my name. He might call me a lame. He might call me a poo butt, just like he did with that Blue Devil. But like I said, everything that other people do to them, it's hating, not knowing, not being OG, not being in prison. But everything that they say to others is just a reaction. Well, here's my reaction. So with that said, share, like, and subscribe. Holly said it. Jalisco, all day, every day. Don't hate on the real ones. Stay solid, stay sucker free, and just know who you really is. And pay attention. You're gonna see who they really are eventually. And like I said, bear with me. Uh, English is my second language, so I'm trying to make the best out of it. I never done this, but I'm giving myself a chance. And yes, I'm doing it for the raza. I'm doing it for the blacks, the whites, the homies, the Asians, everybody. But I'm also doing it because I need to provide for myself. I don't have mom and dad. I don't have my own house. My whole family is separated. But at the same time, I gotta keep on pushing myself. Blessings, and thank you for being on here. Thank you for the support. Share, like,